Hey everybody, welcome to a new reaction video, guys, and I hope you're ready because today we are going to deep dive into Gfriend's newest music video that has been released earlier today. Season of Memories, finally, after having been released for, a week already, finally got its music video, and we're going to jump into it and analyze, as always, the fucking shit out of it, guys. Without further ado, I would say, lie back, get yourself something nice to drink, and let's fully dive into and enjoy the first Gfriend music video in 4 fucking years. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, already got the debut date on the clock. Oh, butterfly. Butterfly. Okay, we're diving right into this animation style. Oh. Oh. This is cool. Analyzing part starts later, guys. First, let it just enjoy. Without coming up with theories right away. Oh my god. Oh, there's already so much. Oh shit. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my god, look at those styles. Ooh. Though these are styles we already know from music shows. Are is the confetti supposed to be flower petals? Hey, this, the way they're performing here almost looks like they're standing on a stage. Like a concert stage. With the lighting and the way the ground looks. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this, hey. Not a big surprise, but the MV's diving so hard into this memory shit. Oh my god. And Yuju's always running. Yo, look at the stand. They are on a stage. Oh, the bridge without instrumental, just SinB's voice was sick. Oh. Oh my god, shut up. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. We're not half-assing this, as I see. Bruh. Okay, now we're fading into this comic thing from the teaser. Yeah. SinB was sleeping. So this was the end. Okay, loop. Whoa! This one section where we have the train running across with all those little video snippets of Gfriend's past. That hits different. Wow. Oh, there's so much to check. There's a lone tree in the background. There was the lone tree. Hey, this is straight out of Apple, this scene. Hey, this MV is really conveying this nostalgic memory track extremely well. It is choreo part with the roof. And inside of this, sowon is doing like the glass beat. Maybe it's supposed to symbolize kind of the, you know, you're inside a house. She's keeping the glass beat. Maybe some kind of like you're protecting it even more. You know, keeping it safe inside a safe place. Something like this. Literally running through time, Yuju. Hey, the mic stands are insane. Hey, one thing I gotta say here. That is honestly kind of maddening to me is this is the concert venue we're getting in the MV. Now compare this to the concert venue we get in real life. This almost feels a bit like mocking source music. But then this part comes and I can't wait to pause there. Going through each and every clip. Wow, this is so pretty, this part. Oh my. And only at the end, the sound of the train. After this, we're going to step through it. Guys, I can't wait longer. It's so difficult to hold myself back. This part here alone, ey, this... The ribbon, by the way, that SinB is wearing reminds me a lot of the ribbon she was wearing in Apple. Probably a callback to them. Since literally everything is a callback. So pretty. So incredibly pretty. How I've missed those blue butterflies. World just isn't the same without them. Is this the first time that Yerin is actually saving someone here in the MVs? Normally she's the one needing to get rescued. By the way, the style of these animated sequences reminds me hardcore of I think it was Small Girl of Umji of the MV. Is it the same artist? Wow. This part hits different. Hey, if they don't have these microphone stands at their concert, they have to. I mean, I really gotta say, this MV is feel good. It's so incredibly feel good, it's insane. Though the amount of like memory throwbacks and the shot at the end still lets this feeling dwell up like, is this like the farewell thing? And like, has been a great time. Here's, we're going through our memories. Bye. I sure as hell hope it isn't, but you know what I mean. But let's get to more pleasant things. Let's step through this MV one by one. I mean, here obviously we start at their debut date here. And it's interesting, sound-wise, it feels like time is starting to stop, but I think the clock isn't really displaying that. Nah? Wait. Does it get slightly slower? It doesn't get as slow as the sound does. This bobbed hairstyle on Eunha is, oh, it's been so long. And here we have a butterfly. I mean, Eunha and butterflies always says like, we're reversing time. However, I'm not sure this is the case here. Time is weird here. We have the sound indicating to us that time is stopping in a way. The train, however, does not indicate whatsoever. Then again, it could be that the train is just completely ignoring time and is it's just an entity that is oblivious to time. I don't know, that could be. Question is, yeah, the way Eunha looks here, it looks here, she's looking to the front, and then the way she's shifting over her gaze to the butterfly, to me does not really, it doesn't really tell me that she's used it. She looks slightly surprised for a second. What is... Where are we going here? Almost looks a bit like a black hole that we are directly driving towards. One, two, three, four, five, six. 7, 8, 9, 10, I would say. 10 wagons, in theory. It's also interesting that we have here this fog. The smoke coming out of the train. I would dare say this is not a train that works with like a steam engine, but the fuck do I know about time travel trains? Let's be real. This I absolutely love here. We have SinB in this, I would dare say, rough outfit. Here. In the rough style, entering the train, and then being here, as I would assume, is kind of the rough train. We have all of the clocks having different times, which is actually interesting. But I mean, the running through time is part of the rough lyrics. I'm not completely mistaken. So there, it absolutely makes sense. I wonder if SinB's ribbon, if it is like, I don't know if you have played it, but there's this this game called Journey, where basically let's just say your magical ability that you have is kind of tethered to the length of the scarf that you have. The longer your scarf, the longer you can use your power. And maybe like after all this time, SinB's power has just risen so much that compared to Apple, her ribbon is just so fucking long by now. She can use a lot of power. And here in the background, this icy cold landscape reminds me just hardcore of rough. So I would say this is in combination with SinB's outfit when she's entered the train. This here is definitely the rough era. Here's Me Gustas too, 100%. Like here in the background, at least we have Me Gustas too. Here we have the rough bear chillin'. We have the rough outfit. She's walking here into Navilera with the mascot. Here also we have the Navilera roller skates. Here we have the recorder. There we have also in rough, we have this recording device in Laugh Whisper. So in this train, a lot of shit is going on, a lot of errors. We have obviously the glass beat itself. So we have, what do we have? We have Me Gustas too, we have Navilera, we have Rough, we have Glass Beat, we have let's say Laugh Whisper maybe. So we have like five different eras just within this one. This reminds me hardcore of Time for the Moonlight actually. Oh, we have this is the Love Whisper one. This here reminds me of Time for the Moonlight. Is it the bouquet that Yuju is carrying to the grave? This is Time for the Moonlight. 100% Time for the Moonlight. Here, yeah, the city at night in the background. And here meeting sowon. Like Umji being lost. And sowon this scene here. Isn't it Apple? This basically the same scene where the girls are walking in this white corridor towards the door, and someone's looking to camera, turning around, opening the door. You know, where they're where then we cut to this scene where the girls are running into the door, but we see Eunha being a bit like confused, faced, and the image turning like red. Is it basically this scene here? Okay, then we have here the paper planes we know from, among others, but mainly I would say Time for the Moon Night is what it triggers first in me. However, we have here these piano tiles, which are a lot sunrise, where we have like Eunha and Umji playing the piano. Then this here is triggering a lot of love whisper in me. This here is a bit interesting because this part here, we have here the stars and planets and stuff, but this reminds me a bit of a clock. Here also a bit. Also slightly compass-like, but here. 12, 3, 6, 9. Then here I would say love whisper. Here also with the water, it looks like water is flowing here. I would say that this is love whisper. Then we have here, this is so fucking cool, look at this. Here we have the aquarium from Crossroads. And then here obviously Margot. And then this here? It could be Megusta's shoe. Megusta's 2 is the closest one, I would say, to this here. I don't see Navillera in it. I don't see Glassbeat in it. I don't see Fever in it. No Apple. Margot we already had. I mean, we could also go with the Japanese release and say Flower. Let's say Flower. I like Flower. And they're actually performing here on a fucking stage. It's interesting that the train here is not only... It seemed to not only like traveling through time, but also through space. And one of my viewers gave me a really, really fascinating comment about a potential inspiration for the train. I completely forgot again the name of the fucking... Wait, I'm here. Night on the Galactic Railroad. The story of the Night on the Galactic Railroad. For the ones of you not familiar with it, I read the like summary, which basically you have like a child awaken inside of a train and is walking through this train and is meeting all sorts of different people telling stories and stuff. For example, a bunch of people telling the story about them participating in a cruise on a ship in the Atlantic, which is basically the passages of the Titanic and all sorts of stuff. And you start to realize that all of these people inside of the train are basically spirits of deceased, taking basically their last voyage to their final destination. In that case, like the train is then stopping at like Heaven's Gates, where the people are going out, like the Christians. It's stopping at places where people of other beliefs are going out. You know, everyone essentially goes to their heavens in a way, you know, to their final stops of their respective beliefs. I'm curious where I would land as someone who doesn't believe in shit. If I even allowed to enter the train, which is a really interesting idea. However, that would imply that the girls being part of this train being dead spirits, which is not completely like impossible. The Gfriend lore has its fair share of death and suicide and depression and everything. Though I'm not sure if I'm buying it. However, there's still this one child, which basically we're living through this experience there, was not dead. At least as much as I understood the story from the bit that I read about it. So there seems to be a possibility to join this train, maybe in your dreams or something like this. But I'm not sure if that is actually the case here. But I really like this idea. And I love the story overall. So thank you for recommending it. And I once again need to point out how fucking pretty they are. Holy shit. Look at this. Wow. They're running through the train together. And it seems inside of this train here, not just time, but also space seems to be special. Because here we see how the train wobbles. Like it's getting rippled through space itself. And we have here Yuju meeting with the girls. Should be Yerin and Umji, I think. And maybe it's like Yuju searching all this time for the girls, and here they're finally getting back together. And it seems we have them multiple times within the same space, the same girls. Here in this animation also. At this point, I guess you can say they found each other. And another butterfly. That's also a reason why I'm not sure if it really indicates like the time travel that we know from previous MVs. Or it is the same butterfly. Here, by the way, this train's so fever. 100% fever era train. Umji searching. Now that's the question, is this maybe before she met Sowon? Probably. And it's interesting that we saw Yerin sitting in this train and Umji walking through this train searching. Like, did she not see Yerin? I would assume that Yerin was there while Umji was wandering through it, and then Umji is here arriving at the end of the train, and Yerin stopping her. The question is now only... Wait. She's walking through the fever train. Opening door. I mean, it implies that the fever train is the last train here, but it probably isn't. Like, if you look here through the glass, it does. This is not the fever train here behind it. Like, story-wise, what we were told is that the rough wagon is the last wagon of this train. Yerin's face. The face of almost looks like, what the hell are you doing? And then here, this clock we know pretty damn well, especially like from Crossroads. I think this was the first time where it appeared in like this size. that's interesting is, like, where the fuck do we arrive here, dude? We're suddenly on tracks, by the way. 2 towers. Towers. No. No. What this reminds me, what's like the closest we've ever gotten Gfriend MV to this space where we are here is Fingertip. Because Fingertip was in this like weirdly universe-y, almost I would say dreamlike space. We have seen planets, we have seen stars. And technically, in Fingertip, we see Eunha stumbling off the roof and then basically falling into the scene that we know from Crossroads, where this clock here appears. So maybe this is actually at least the same space that Fingertip has been in. And in Fingertip, we know we were in the section of the storyline where the girls were at each other's throat. They hated each other. They were jealous of each other's powers. And then Eunha threw herself off the roof and time rewinded. I'm still, though, not sure until today if this time rewind that we had triggered in Fingertip / Crossroads was actually intentional by Eunha. Or if Eunha is simply, due to her powers there, due to her time manipulation powers, not allowed to die. You know what I mean? And the time rewind got triggered by itself. Or something like this. But we're driving into this here. We're driving into this. And the time is going really fast here. Even though I kind of think that in this space where we are here, time isn't really a fixed thing. Like, this is, it just does whatever it does in a way. But it looks fucking cool. This space is really, 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 really damn cool. What do we have here? We're going through another train. Wagon. You know what I mean, okay? When I say you know. I'll make this mistake more often. I probably already have made the error multiple times. This one here, however, does not remind me of a specific era. Not glass bead. Let's go through them. It's not glass bead. It's not Mikosas 2. It's not rough. It's not Navilera. It's not Fingertip. Is it Fingertip? Is it Fingertip? Fingertip probably makes the most sense. I mean, when we looking here on the outside, there was in the others too, though. But here, this kind of, you know, the space where Umji is keeping her pet animals, where she's shooting SinB and then getting shot by SinB. That's just getting triggered a bit in me here. It's not Love Whisper, it's not Summer Rain, it's not Time for the Moon Night, it's not Sunny Summer, It's not sunrise. It's not fever. It's not crossroads. It's not apple. It's not mark. I would say fingertip is the closest. Here. But then we're running through this one here, and this is anything at all. Maybe this one, this section here isn't supposed to represent certain eras. Maybe. Could be. Like this one here, I would say is also not. This is not a specific era. But we see here. But what's interesting is that we see every time a different girl here. We see a different member running through time, basically. Probably in search for each other. Yeah. And here we have Yuju doing what she always does. Running through the time. And here we now actually have her running through all of the eras of Gfriend. Here. Do you have here? This could be like. Now we have here city. Probably it's the time for the moment. This is sunrise. This is not easy. Wait. This is time for the moon night. I think that's still the same. That would say it's fingertip. This looks just like space. It's again time for the moon night. This is weird. This purple. Boah. Purple city. That's nothing specific. Then I say city at night, time for the moon night. This reminds me a bit of Crossroads, actually. Sunrise. Sunrise. That I have no fuck. Huh. Color-wise, a bit Navilera, but this is that's a fast stretch. Let's say we have here like mainly sunrise, fingertip, and time for the moon night, where she's currently running through. Maybe a bit of did I say fingertip? I'm starting to forget what the fuck I actually said. Here we are on rough. That's absolutely rough here on the outside. That was where we saw SinB in the beginning of the MV. Will another one get added? Oh, this one here. Triggers mainly sunrise in me, honestly. This here, now we jump into Me Gustas 2. With the clear sky here and everything. Yeah. Two things. First, that beauty here. Bruh. And then that beauty here. Ey, these mic stands. They, honestly, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, like in Gfriend music videos. This is fucking sick. I really hope they have this at the concert. That would be so badass. I've never seen anything like this. And it fits so well. So, I mean, now you can say, in theory, they've been running through time, they found each other, and reunited now here, in front of this fantastic crowd at this concert, which is something we actually could have had if this music wouldn't be so fucking incredibly stupid, and would book like only a venue with like, I don't know, a fraction. Like, I feel like the venue that we actually have is like 5% of this, but sure. We could have had that source music. This image we could have had. Thanks for nothing, as always. Do they spell something here? A? S? I? No, I don't think so. Or at least I can't read it. This scene is god tier, honestly. Oh. This hits so different. It almost makes me sad that this is not in the song like this, because this is. And this girl is just straight out of fucking anime. Hey, this scene here. No. We are doing this. We have like behind the scenes content here. Okay. We have repeating things here also. Oh, concert. This is from a vlog? This is from a vlog here, this one. This is from the current era here. These scenes. That's obviously Navilera. That's music show win for Ruff. Here again, concert snippets. That's the same. It's not exactly the same scene. Not exactly, but from the same concert. Ruff. Oh, that was the ballad version, I think. Navilera. Miko says 2. 2 more scenes appear. Oh, this is rough here. Oh, crying Eunha. Rough. Ey, this is pretty damn cool. Like, it especially. Oh, hier für mich ist das too. This triggers so much. Oh, glass meter. This triggers so much in you when you like look at these scenes, and every single one of you is triggering the memory in you where you have seen it. Like every single scene I remember seeing throughout all of those years. Each and every one. Or at least they remind me hardcore of like the scene. If it's like exactly a screenshot from a video that I've seen, that I don't know, but overall I know the scenes. Makes you realize how much content like you have watched, how much time especially one has spent with Gfriend. This is insane. Oh my god. Oh, dance practice. Oh my god. This old practice room, ey. Holy shit. And that we have all of those scenes like change it. Oh my god. It's just a freaking pile of literal shit that we have here. Like, we almost start this emotional section here with a piece of shit. This hits hard. This hits really hard here. Because that's true. Rough. Because that's true. What this? Wait. Besides that, how beautiful this choreo! I love it so much. The backlighting here, What I like is here when the slide hits the camera. That's probably not intentional, but I love how it suddenly forms a freaking glass bead here. Maybe it is intentional. I don't know. But here, suddenly this glass, in a way, glass bead, and I want to say clear glass bead, appears here. How pretty. How fucking pretty is this? We started the music video with Eunha sitting there alone and ending it with all of them sitting there together. SinB sleeping for whatever reason. The butterfly flying around. But I'm still not convinced. Did we get a time reversal here? Did we rewind? I'm not so sure about this, honestly. My first impulse would be to say no. We didn't. Because in my head, like, we have after Margot, the girls go their separate paths, doing their own things, which we have seen with their solo endeavors and BBG. Coming together here, but why? Why did they separate then? And why did they decide to come back together? By the way, we're in wagon number 6. Nice. Nice little detail. Why do we have them sitting on their own respective places, but SinB being attached to Eunha? The Unbis. The freaking Unbis. I mean, in Fingertip, we have the scene where Eunha's lying, and basically SinB is emerging out of her. There is a connection between the two, lore-wise. Why is she sleeping? Is she exhausted? But from what? What'd she do? We had Sowon leading Umji, who was lost here. Though that's also weird, because we see Umji 2 times. We see Umji meeting Sowon, and we see Umji wandering around meeting Yerin. But when Umji is meeting Sowon, she is not with Yerin. How? The fuck does this make sense? Don't see anything they're actually driving towards. And here's the question again. Is this like... This should be after we have seen Yerin and Umji at the end of the train. However, where we have seen them, they were entering into this gigantic, I would almost call it like a city or whatever that was, with the giant clock. And was that scene? Did we pass through it? I mean, the most simple thing would be to say like that the train has stopped in all of those different eras and has gotten the girls into it, kind of like, you know, always the era where the girl has kind of like, I don't know, lost herself or something like this, but that doesn't really make that much sense, I would dare to say. what I could imagine is that what we know story-wise is that it has always turned out badly when the girls have been together for a longer period of time. Like, it has always ended in death, in tragedy, in hatred, in fight. So I could imagine that, like, the whole point of this travel that they're doing here, this travel through all of these times, and I mean, in a way, they're traveling through timelines, through multiple timelines, because they're traveling through every era, but not every era is like directly. It's not a straight line, this Gfriend storyline. It's like the storyline basically ends at one point and branches out again from this before it hits the end of basically death. It's always death in the lore. So maybe what they're trying to achieve with all of this is learning. They're going through all of these timelines that have technically happened to learn from past mistakes, to ensure that this time they spend together, they do not fall into these old patterns. Learning from history. Because otherwise, what would be the motivation to travel through these times? It should be, it kind of has to be this. And then it would kind of make sense for Eunha to use her power here. And if you think back to Crossroads, in Crossroads, we had Eunha sitting there with this little box filled with 3 butterflies and 1 empty spot. So I would assume that this kind of symbolized that Eunha had like 1 more charge of this rewind power. In Crossroads, we also saw her using her power throughout the eras 3 times. So what if we have all of them here technically together, and she's rewinding the time for all of them, so they can all learn about the past together. Like, it's not just rewind. Okay, we're jumping back to square one and do all of this again from the beginning, with probably no memory of it whatsoever. Maybe except Eunha. But no, I take you all with me, and this is kind of what this train symbolizes. They're all traveling together through these times to learn. She's, by the way, here already sitting in wagon 6. So the way someone is waiting for her there. I mean, if you expand the Gfriend lore to like the solo stuff they have done, which I obviously do because it's more interesting and much more complicated, which is great. You have BBG, Yuju, and Yerin adding to the Gfriend lore, basically adding experience to Gfriend lore, except sowon. Sowon had her acting, but that doesn't count in that regard because the acting does not flow into the narrative universe of the Gfriend lore. So what if she, as the leader as she is, then she would collect the members. Then she would collect the members. But how does that make sense with Eunha not being together with SinB and Umji? Another thing you could say is that Eunha is rewinding the time here and is collecting each member in a certain point in time. Like, maybe she's, like, for example, SinB in Rough, Yerin in Navilera, she's collecting them maybe at points in time which are slightly before something happens to them, which kind of sets in motion everything that later happens to them. Like that changes their personality to the point where they reach later. Like, for example, SinB becoming the Fire Witch. Or Yerin always dying. And Umji in time for the Moon Knight? Why Umji especially in time for the Moon Knight? A lot of possibilities here. Yuju's never walking through the train. She's running later. Because Yuju always runs. She can't walk. The BBG could be explained that they're splitting. They split to find the others. I think I like the learning theory the most. For now. May change. It's definitely not a rock solid one. They all have their problems. Because the thing is, Eunha driving through time there, collecting the members from different points in time. The problem about this is it does not fix anything. Like, why would this lead to a different ending than all the other endings? Like, in the most positive ending that we had so far is basically Margot. And there, the ending implies that the girls, they have lost all innocence, basically. They have turned into those witches. And they simply accepted that this life in innocence is simply not possible. So there they're all on the same page. And they can all, instead of like trying to be perfect and always always just work with each other, they can more embrace like the uniqueness and maybe also a bit of chaos, because that's what is basically defining each and every person. And in accepting this, they grew to be a functioning group without starting to hate each other. And there it just makes more sense to me that these people want to learn about the past, want to know what has transpired in the past and what went wrong there. Because they have reached a point, a level of thinking where they realize that learning from this makes more sense than trying to erase it. You know what I mean? It's difficult. This shot is still so freaking cool. It's such a nice... Wait, what was there? Oh my god, I didn't see the paper plane! Cool. So difficult. But I really gotta say, like, the more you let your mind wander around in this music video, the better it gets. Like, the obvious, like, fan service that it has, with all of this jumping back and forth, in these eras, referencing them. Just the amount of flesh that it gives your mind to wander around and think, and that's great. That's really great. I love this choreo so damn much, eh? I think, I mean, at the end, there, this concert there and everything, this. I think for now I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with the learning thing. I think it makes them. Not everything sums up to it perfectly. There's still a lot more thoughts we all, as humans, as humankind, have to put into this storyline. But I think I like it, especially like what I don't like. Maybe that's also part of it. I don't like the idea of just rewinding everything again, picking each member like from its most like unbroken point, maybe, or most fixable point in time or whatever, to just pick the member, and from this point on everything's great and that's it. First, because that's too simple for me personally for the storyline. It completely negates all kinds of character development that we have had throughout the storyline. It kind of ridicules, in my opinion, the dark underlying tone that the Gfriend lore simply has. And it's overall just too much of a happy ending. You know what I mean? Like, this, like, if I go with the theory I have right now, it is in a way a happy ending so far, but it is far from being a like 100% clear glass beady perfecty ending. No, it's not. It's like you have these people that have gone through a lot, that have grown through sacrifices and pain, and have endured all of this, have never stopped searching for ways to be able to be together, and it accumulates into this ending here, where you have them together with all of the knowledge of everything that went wrong, with the knowledge of everything they have done wrong, of the bad things they have done, something that is still on them, on their conscience, but they learn to accept it, learn from it, and through this have the best possible chance of in the future being who they want to be, being together, which does not mean that they will remain and always stay without clashing, without fighting, but with everything they've experienced and know now, they have the actual best chance to get through it because of experience and effort, and not just because rewind, now it's great. I don't like this thought. I don't think this is what this wants to tell us. Or at least let me say I don't want this, what it wants to tell us. Because it would be cheap, honestly. And the Gfriend storyline is not cheap. However, if you have other ideas and theories, leave it all in the comments. I'm really curious to know what you think about all of this. where you agree, where you disagree, if you have completely different ideas. Like, I'm 100% sure that my theory has is not perfect, and I'm open to much better ones. Hey, these animation parts, I kind of like that they give a slight flashback to the Märchen. Like, this is... It gives a little nod to this edition that we have had in the albums. I think not in the new one. I don't know, as always, I haven't checked what's actually inside of the albums. It would be cool if there was a Märchen. But there probably won't be one. Regarding this, I can only hope that my Glass Beat album will arrive with a intact Glass Beat. Another shattered one. This part. This part. Oh, the shot, I love it. Oh my god. By the way, this putting her head on Eunha's shoulder is also a little nod to Time for the Moonlight, I would assume. That's so nice. Like, there are a lot of things about this era that you can perfectly complain about. So many things. But a positive thing that I really want to say is that it's obvious that that people have put a lot of thoughts into this. That they took the assignment of honoring this Gfriend legacy, that they took it seriously. And this is something I'm already super happy about and grateful for, because I was not so sure if this would be the case in the end. I like how this this animation part that we just saw with the girls running, that it really amazingly encompasses this feeling of how I would assume it feels running through time. You know, everything's just blurry and twisted and hectic, you know? It's really cool. Still don't understand the decision to drop this like 1 week after the song was already dropped and after they are already done with promoting. But the MVs, that hits. It still hits, despite me like having listened to so much of the song already. Every day for hours. Really mean it. Every damn day for hours. But strangely, as soon as you jump into the MV and watch it, it kind of rekindles it, you know? Like I'm listening to it for the first time. This level of excitement. Another thing, by the way, that kind of pushes me towards this learning theory instead of everything else is their styles. The outfit they're wearing. That we have these school uniforms that they're wearing, but it's like the grown up, the mature version, you know? Like, we have the past there, in style, but it also tells that they're not stuck in time, you know what I mean? They have developed, they have changed, their personalities have changed. They're not the persons they have been in all those previous eras. Hey, can I get a version of this? Like, the instrumental is absolutely fantastic of Season of Memories. But this bridge of SinB there without instrumental at all makes me really also crave such a version. Wow. Hey, the way Eunha looks at SinB, by the way, when she's putting her head on her shoulder. Hey, get you someone who's looking at you that way. That laugh. Two Unbis, ey. But that, I mean, that also marks, technically, I would assume, the last usage of Eunha's powers. If it is true that what we saw in Crossroads symbolizes her charges. Which I once again want to point out does not mean that all of this has to end now. We can continue. Please. Pretty please. And the fact that after all this time, I've looped the song, and I don't know if you feel the same, let me know. I'm still so not sick of it. Just proves how much I have been missing the Gfriend sound. And I know that there have also been some people disappointed, some members even, that the sound of the song is different than maybe we all have expected. Also I have expected. But honestly, I'm kind of happy about it, because I still probably would have absolutely loved the song if it would be like a devastating, melancholic gut punch like Time for the Moon Night. But I know also that I would listen to it significantly less, just because songs like Time for the Moon Night, they are in a way exhausting to listen to. Like, brighter songs are just easier to listen to for you. It's just the way it is. And this way I can embrace it like so hard. I like how at the end, when we have this cloud where they're driving into, it almost feels like a bit like an entry to a tunnel. Slightly. Oh wait. I mean, technically the entire train is one big tunnel. Okay, here we're driving also a tunnel. You know what I mean? Like, tunnels are just... they have a certain significance in Gfriend MVs. And I like that we have, in a way, at least for me, it feels a bit to a throwback to this also. Hey, these choreo shots. I could watch the... I'm gonna get greedy. I kinda want a performance version of this MV, because their styles in this atmosphere here, the stage atmosphere, the lighting there, which makes it sometimes feel almost a bit like a dream. Oh, I really want it. Why am I not there in the crowd? Where the fuck am I? All of these timelines and I'm not part of one of them. That is freaking maddening, guys. Honestly. It's such a... 3 more times. Then I'll let you go. Okay? 3 more... Pinky promise? Pinky promise. 3 more times. I think analyzes wise we got everything out of it. At least for a first quick dive into it. Hey, the lone tree there in the background. This is... Oh! This is such a nice idea, honestly. And Sowon's little nose scrunch there in the close-up is I mean, who makes music like this nowadays? No fucking group does it. I love the 5th gen. Really. They're great groups. 4th too. Great. But... yes, maybe it's because I'm old. But... hear me out. That's why I desperately need Gfriend to, like... not stop here. I'm not saying... multiple times a year. This, I know, that's impossible. I'm not even saying once a year, but once every 2 years. That's all I need. All I'm asking for. We can't let this side of K-pop die. How the camera is jumping back and forth. This part is so satisfying to look at. And how they're looking at each other. when standing on stage there. It's just great. It just fills this hole, you know? Here. And I mean, with everything that has happened, it feels even more like a freaking miracle that this actually happened here. If we can sit here today together, embrace this, witness this actually happening. The hand holding, so they don't lose each other again. And all of the live performances, like when you look at the members, like how often they just brightly smile, especially at the end. They want this. We have to make sure this can continue. They have missed it like even more than we all did. Hey, how the wind is blowing there when you just this is. Oh, here, the way Yerin and Sowon are smiling at each other. Fuck, I love Gfriend. Okay, last time. I said it. All great things have to end sometime. This big ass ribbon, the clocks hanging around, the teddy, the glass bead, the flowers, the kangaroo, whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Paper plane. And all those lamps that stood around Eunha when she was fucking terrified when the ghosts of her members suddenly embraced her. Ah. 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 Oh, this reminds me so hard of IU's 8A. I didn't expect though the MV to have so many of the animated sequences. I wonder how that moment was when, like, the director said, okay, and you please run through the train. And Yuju just getting this, like, this PTSD in her brain, like, run. And all of those MVs just flash through her brain. Oh, she expected it. Just like, it's Gfriend MV. Of course I run. I did not expect anything else. Whew. Guys, that was it. That was my reaction / analysis to the music video for Gfriend's newest comeback, the first music video in 4 years, Season of Memories. I really, really, really like it. Like, I would say that there are a lot of things where you where I would have, like, expected something different, maybe, like, especially the amount of animations, for example. We didn't have, like, a lot of different sceneries. It was all basically in the train and this one stage setting. We didn't have, like, a lot of different outfits and stuff. So all in all, you saw that the scale was in ways smaller, but I do think that the feeling that it created and the story it told and everything were really, really great, were top notch for me. I loved every second. I mean, it's been 4 years and we actually got it. As I said, that it even happened is a freaking miracle. And I've got a theory I'm quite happy about. So, guys, please let me know your opinions and theories and everything in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and share it with who else might be interested. And, of course, subscribe to make sure you don't miss me checking out much more content of Gfriend, both as a whole and individually. Also, guys, later today, we're going to check out even more Gfriend because I'm going to check out the second track on the album that they have released, which is the track that we're going to check out is Always. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to see you next time to the next Gfriend video, whatever that is going to be, probably the Always video. But after that, whatever it's going to be. I'm not going to stop, guys. Promise. Thank you for your attention and bye.